It's the Colts at the Dolphins. The best defensive players for each team out. Entman for the Colts, Offerdahl for the Fish. Jeff George gets his first start of the year for Indy, but the biggest news for the first time in 146 games, dating back to December 16, 1983, Dan Marino doesn't start at quarterback for Miami. Into the spotlight steps Portsider Scott Mitchell, who won in relief of Marino at Cleveland. Can the Dolphins still dream about the Super Bowl? Will they sing along with Mitchell? Here's Andrea Kramer.
Imagine the thoughts swirling through the mind of Scott Mitchell. Dan Marino's thrown 5,821 passes in the NFL. I've thrown 24. He's a future Hall of Famer. I'm making my first NFL start. We're a Super Bowl contender, and I'm the one leading us now.
And Marino goes down on one knee. Marino is hurt on the play.
You never in your mind ever really thought Dan Marino was going to go down.
That's the franchise they're looking at, sitting right there on the grass on about the 30-yard line.
I think at first it was devastation when then Mitch came in and said, hey guys, I've been waiting for this day my whole life. I'm ready to play.
That's something I've dreamt about all my life, is to be a starting quarterback in the National Football League.
It's a dream that's taken him from the University of Utah to a fourth-round selection by the Dolphins in 1990. Then to the Orlando Thunder of the World League, where he led his team to the World Bowl. But now, as the Dolphins starter for the rest of the season, Mitchell's finding out how tough it is to fill the shoes of Marino, on the field, but also off it.
If I could just go out and practice and play in the games, I'd be fine. But there are a lot of extra demands on my time now.
My hat's off to Scott Mitchell.
Yeah, and we'll come back and we're going to talk to Scott Mitchell. Jeff Cross is here too. The Don Shula Show continues right after this.
I said, you know, I've been here for 4 years, the first time I've been on your show, and he said, well, this is the first time you've ever done anything.
What's all this scrambling that's going on here, Mitch? I didn't realize you were such a scrambler.
No,
we're going to have to design
that's right.
plays like
Let's
that.
keep it a secret, too. You know, I may be tall, but I'm elusive.
Last weekend, when the team had a bye, you'd think Mitchell would be sequestered away in the dark film room or studying his playbook till the wee hours. But instead, he was in Tennessee with a couple of friends and his wife and son just to get away from it all. It's that perspective in his life which has given him strength and confidence at this time.
To me, you know, football isn't my life. I have a wonderful wife and a son, and those things are much more important to me, and it really takes all the pressure of, you know, playing off.
William Scott Mitchell is just the 8th quarterback to ever start for Shula in his 24 years of coaching in Miami. But the quarterback's philosophy is simply, I am not Dan Marino, I will never be Dan Marino, except in one respect.
You're always going to be somewhat nervous or excited about playing, regardless if you played, you know, like myself, 145 games in a row, if it's your first start. And if you don't have that, then, you know, maybe you shouldn't be starting.
I don't want to be the guy that they talk about on Monday that screwed up and lost the game for the team. And that's fear to me, you know. It may motivate me to try harder or whatever, but I don't want to be that guy.